The temperature in the courtroom seemed to peak during a contentious cross-examination of the number 2 homicide detective in the case today. Not only a back and forth between the witness and the defense team, but the judge herself rebuked one of the defense lawyers multiple times for trying to insert an argument into the evidence portion of this case. Some heated moments today at the murder trial of a teenage squeegee worker. Now 16 years old, defendant Tavon Scott was 14 at the time of the deadly shooting of 48-year-old Timothy Reynolds. Happened last July at the intersection of Light and Conway during the afternoon rush. The defense claims not only is Scott not the shooter, but whoever is did it in self-defense and continued to paint the victim as the aggressor, as an angry, bat-wielding adult who attacked a bunch of kids.
They did not investigate Mr. Reynolds at all. So it's very saddening. It's very shameful, as a matter of fact.
This is a standard and fairly lazy line of cross-examination.
The state claims all of the evidence adds up to Scott as the killer, and today showed the jury video footage of the scene and the shooting from multiple sources in slow motion as the number 2 homicide detective in the case narrated it frame by frame. During cross-examination, the defense team tried to paint that detective as incompetent, as unable and unwilling to investigate anyone other than Scott.
They just focused in on one thing and failed to consider all the other information that they received. So the officers were doing more of fact-finding than finding facts.
Prosecutor Cynthia Banks worked carefully to establish a clear chain of custody for crucial pieces of evidence, including this Nike backpack, the blue bandana found inside wrapped around the handle of a firearm.
They found the bag, they found the gun. All of that is coming out.
And also worked to establish that the shooter was seen on multiple pieces of video wearing a pink shirt, black pants, and a black backpack.
And so to sit here and after the fact say a police officer didn't do this or that just feels like wishful thinking by a desperate defense attorney who knows that they don't have a case.
During cross-examination, that detective said the Nike backpack and a Cash App card found inside belonged to someone other than the defendant who is standing trial here. However, prosecution evidence shows that the shooter was caught on camera wearing the backpack and that the defendant's DNA was found on the straps. Outside the Mitchell Courthouse, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.